What's up there, YouTubers and fellow riders? The Kim is back at it, cooking another DIY for you on how to replace a lost rubber bump stop. The other day I was riding along, after doing a few modifications to my bike, and I had noticed I had this god-awful rattling sound as I gave it gas, and it got worse as more vibration traveled through the bike and the harder you got on the throttle. What I come to find out and notice is the tank was actually sitting on the frame, scratching up my frame right here, and that's what was causing the rattle. And for the longest, I couldn't figure out what it was. Well, it was because these bump stops had fallen out, sometime when I was working on it, and there was nothing in here giving it cushion to let the tank float up above it, like it normally does. So I had lost both bump stops, and that's what was causing that god-awful racket. But in case you actually lose one, I'm not quite sure how much these are from the dealership, but you can actually create this on your own without having to, go to the dealership and pay the outrageous prices just for 2 rubber pieces that stick into a hole. Now, this does require a little bit of work, not too much, but for the most part, it works great, and you can make yourself your own adjustable bump stop to keep that tank from actually touching your frame. So what I did was I took myself down to Ace's Hardware, and I picked myself up 3 simple parts. I got a, what is this? I believe this is a 3/16 1.5 pitch bolt. This is a well nut, which I'm going to kind of simulate that of what you see on cars. So what I've done was, and of course your nut to tighten everything down. So what I've done was I took my drill, kind of honed out the hole just a little bit bigger so that my nut could fit in here now. Alright, so what you're going to do is you're going to stick this through there, tighten down your nut, and I'm going to push pause real quick while I actually do that. Alright, so I went ahead and tightened it down, and then last but not least, you add this well nut on here, which has got a bolt on the inside, and you can actually adjust the height at which your tank sits on. So I'm going to mount it flush. Now you want to make sure that if you do go this route, that you try to get the thinnest nut as possible, because the clearance right now is a little bit higher than what the OEM bump stop is, and which I actually want, because I actually want this to float up above here, and even if I'm leaning on my tank, it's not going to have that much give in it as well. Secondly, what I went and I bought some longer screws and another rubber washer, and this is going to sit on the front side here where these typically are. So these are not the OEM ones, the OEM screws, but you're going to go ahead and buy some. It's a tad bit longer than what they are, and you're going to add an extra rubber underneath here so that the tank actually floats on nothing but rubber, and this is going to eliminate all that rattling or sound if you happen to have that problem. I've had my bike for quite some time now, and a lot of the rubber gives out, so this is all fresh new stuff, and hopefully this is going to eliminate my issue. But as you can see, I got my adjustable bump stops on both sides, and soon I'll have my upgraded washers sitting on the frame and giving me an additional spacing, eliminating the tank sitting on the frame. So if this DIY for you helped you out, hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe. I got a whole bunch of tutorials that I do for the GSXR 750, 06, and 07 models. I'm sorry, 04 and 05 models. I don't know what I was thinking. At any rate, hope this helped you out, and if it did, hit the like button. Leave your comments below. Let me know what you think, if this helped you out, and like always, see you next problem.